years, he gave me goosebumps. He came around the turn here at Flemington and he was on the course proper and he let down, he did his custom, he sticks his ears back and he just went whoosh, and I could feel all my body just getting the tingles. It was amazing. He's a very exciting horse.
So when you talk about some horses are just natural race horses, this fella is obviously a naturally fit horse and someone who just loves racing.
He's a natural athlete and he's got a fantastic, powerful turn of foot and quite explosive.
And you're quite firm on the fact that he doesn't need to see Caulfield?
No, I don't think he does. I think he's better to keep his energy level down and just keeping him doing a routine. We saw that when he went to Moody Valley, and Moody Valley's a tricky course. Caulfield can also, it's had its victims over the years, but I think he'll handle it. I think he'll handle it well.
It must be exciting for you, Gai, to come down with so many good chances, but particularly a horse of this calibre.
Oh, I can't tell you. Look, any trainer watching this program that's had a really champion horse knows the feeling, and they don't come very often. The really good horses, you might be lucky enough to have one or two through your career, but to have a real champion, it's really exciting.
And one final one, it must be a thrill also, or a nice emotive touch to think that this horse might follow in the footsteps of Red Anchor, which your dad sort of was.
Well, exactly. He could easily do it. He's certainly following that path at this moment.
All right, terrific. Good luck, Gai.
Thanks, Tony.
Thanks a lot.
Pete, an eventful morning at Caulfield. Power going out, new vantage points to watch gallops from. A bit of a trick on the Tuesday morning here.
Yeah, that time of the year, isn't it? Carnival time, tents up everywhere, and the substation having a Mickey fit. But no, we bounced through.
How's Manor go? What did he do this morning?
Yeah, he worked nice. He worked early on the steeple grass and worked in company over a mile and quick and home a nice 3 and happy with where he's at. He's never won a gallop in his life, but his work was good and solid, and he and Vadavai matched motors and very pleased with them.
What are you still putting it down to that second up syndrome last time?
Yeah, well, listen, his run wasn't that bad. He was, 2.5 lengths off them, so it was just the fact that he was a short price favourite. I think everyone walked away disappointed by me. So I'm happy with where the horse is at, but in saying that, to be a genuine Cox Plate horse, third run in last time he won an Australia Cup, he's got to be running well in the Caulfield Stakes.
And you expect he would?
Everything's positive. He went to the Valley Saturday morning for a spin round, was happy, and his work was good and solid here this morning.
Okay, rest of your team for the weekend, Mr. Make Believe?
Back from the Group 1 to a listed race where he belongs. If we get the bit of rain that's forecast, it'll help him and he'll be competitive.
Horse ticking over really nicely under the radar a bit. Guns at 5.
Yeah, it was a funny race at the Valley the other day. He and Precedence and King Diamond in the same race. They sort of back and didn't get into it at all, even though the speed seemed genuine. So out to a mile and a half suitable, but I think more importantly the blinkers go on, and his best New Zealand form was with the blinkers. So looking forward to him improving.
Dream Face has been a revelation down here.
Hasn't run bad. She runs for a good bonus in the mares race, so she'll tackle that. 1200, we haven't been there. 1000 and 1100, she hasn't looked like getting beat. So hopefully the 1200 holds no fears, and very pleased with the work here this morning.
Calgrinda
has come on in leaps and bounds. She's cleaned up a lot in the coach. She needed that one the other day behind the stablemate. Back to 1000. Really pleased with her.
Saw Mareza work with a mate on the course proper this morning. Looked okay.
Yeah, Marisa and a time for Julia both worked out there on the course proper, and I thought Marisa probably worked a little sharper of the two, so she'll go to the 1200 this Saturday, time for Julia to the 1400 the following Saturday. But she's a nice filly, just struggled on the softish tracks in the early spring. We've had a bit of a freshen up. I think she's the one that I hope it doesn't rain for, and she can run well, but probably looking forward to getting her out to a 7 during the Cup Carnival at Flemington.
Lots of heaven goes to the Caulfield Cup without another run. How is she? What's she up to?
Really pleased with her. She went to the Valley with Manigar on Saturday morning just for a trip away, and she's in great shape. She just did a piece of work here on her own this morning and worked terrific. She's there, so I've just got to keep her ticking for 2 weeks. Really pleased with her condition. What
are you going to do with Sneaker Peak? Is running well, but not getting himself into these races yet. What's the plan with Sneaker Peak?
Well, I was initially going to be in the paddock, but his last 2 runs have been non-events, so the horse has come off the track, bucking his brand off. I'm going to accept for the Caulfield Cup this morning, and if he pleases me in his work next Tuesday, I'll have no hesitation going there. The horse is going as good as any horse in the yard. He's just raced without luck. He hasn't been able to flow into his races at all, and his work at home suggests he's every bit as good as anything I've got going around anyhow. So we'll proceed at this stage.
So you could have 3 in the Caulfield Cup?
Yeah, well, they're all qualified and all in it to this point, so yeah, we're looking down the barrel of 3.
And whose car were you standing on out there in the middle there, Pete, to watch that gallop before?
God help their roof. Don't know.
All right, go on, you Pete.
Cheers.
So I hate to say we're all running for second, but it is $1 million race. He'll take his place, and a bit of a squashy prep for him, but we missed a fair bit of time with foot abscesses and pre-training sort of stuff. But look, I suppose you can only go on his run here in the 1400, and he's trained on since. Had a solid gallop here Saturday morning. Didn't have such a hard gallop here this morning, but all good. So he'll take his place.
I mean, it might all be too soon for him, but he's obviously a horse of good talent.
I think he'd be a really nice autumn 3-year-old. Sort of thinking hopefully an Australian Guineas type of colt. But yeah, it is a bit of a squashy prep, and he will have to sort of run out of his skin to sort of, well, to run first for sure. But yeah, anyway, look, he's going great.
Lankan Rupee, a horse in a similar profile. It's all coming pretty quick, but obviously a horse of good talent.
Yeah, he's a bit different, Bruce. We're not asking him to go up in distance. He's although he did to 1,200 metres. I mean, we're keeping him sprinting, but look, he started to settle a bit. He surprised me a little bit in that 1,000-metre race, where he sort of all thought there was a bit of speed on, and bang, there he was out in front. Look, he's a nice, robust colt. He's trained on. He worked with Exemius this morning. The two of them worked good, and both going well.
Gerald, you brought SNITZERLAND to Caulfield on Tuesday morning. Familiarisation gallop, I suppose, with the course proper. Just another Tuesday gallop.
Oh, just another Tuesday gallop for Bruce, because this is the third time she's stayed here, but it's the first time she's been on the course proper. So we give her a look around there. Yeah.
Obviously, what you see is what you get with her. She's fit, well, happy, and pretty good.
She's fit very, very well. She looks. No, I was saying to Sterling before, between the Silver Shadow and the Golden Slipper, she improved heaps in looks, in strength, and that wise. She always seems to go along, gets better as get in her preparation. And I hadn't seen her for a week, and she'd done really well, and she looks stronger and better in herself, and she's bright and good, and she worked good here this morning again, which she does do, and no, couldn't be happier with her, really.
It's been a sort of textbook campaign so far, really, hasn't
it? It's been good so far, yeah. It's been nice to keep it going, but she's 3 for 3, and she just seems to be improving as she goes.
What are you expecting Saturday then?
She'll be very hard to beat Saturday. She'll be the horse to beat in the race, and I know it's the first time around Caulfield, but as I say, she's been here long enough and often enough now, and it's only a straight run of the home turn, and whatever beats us Saturday will win.
Well, Jason, an intriguing morning here at Caulfield on Tuesday when the lights went out, and it was quite dramatic.
Yeah, about 5:30 this morning. We went from very bright daylight into instant darkness. So yeah, got everything back on track in about 20 minutes, half an hour. So it was. I thought it might have been an interesting morning there for a while, but no, all good.
The horse was going at full gallop and pretty dangerous when those things happen.
Yeah, absolutely. We sort of obviously had course proper open, and we had to sort of delay it for 20 minutes or half an hour, make sure we had enough light for visibility and whatnot. But yeah, luckily enough, it all came back online. I think there's been an accident up in the corner by the look of the emergency services. So of all mornings, but anyway, we got there.
Okay, track this morning, and what's the forecast for the rest of the week like?
Yeah, track was probably good 3, dead 4 this morning. We put 6 mils on yesterday. That was sort of the first irrigation since 3 mil of rain over the weekend. So it's in really good nick. It's in that 3 to 4 range. Forecast for the rest of the week is not so much rain, but certainly cool. A couple of showers each day. So we're just sort of holding fire. We'll wait till Thursday or Friday, possibly put some more irrigation on then if required. But not hot, so it's not going to be great drying conditions. But I'm pretty happy where the track is.
Are you aiming for a certain track for Saturday?
Yeah, the forecast is for 16, 17 degrees. So our aim will certainly be to have it good 3 in the morning. Don't get much drying those sort of days, so we'll be looking to have a good 3 early in the morning if that forecast holds. The only thing is it's saying 22 on Sunday, so unless that forecast comes back a bit, we might get up to 19 or 20 on Saturday, which hopefully crowd-wise would be great.
The rail will be true?
Yeah, leaving in the true. Second of 3 meetings in the true, so I held up really well after a fortnight ago. So I've done some repairs, some plug work there, given it a roll, and so it's in great condition.
And the club's put on a breakfast this morning. That's brought everybody out, as it tends to do.
Yeah, you got the coffee machine and the barbecue on, so it's it's a great morning. You had plenty on the course proper, and a few outsiders and Guineas hopefuls working. So it's hopefully everyone's had a feed and a drink and found a winner.